Michael's with us in Wisconsin. Hi, Michael. How are you?
Good, Dave. Hi, Ken. Just got a quick question for you here. I recently, about a year ago, left my job and they had a pension there through the Wisconsin retirement system. It's a 401A plan. There's about $60,000 in it. I know you always recommend to roll that over when you leave or take it to a personal investment. I'm wondering if I should do that. In leaving that plan, you lose the employer contribution, which is about 50%. So that'd be $30,000. I'm wondering what my best move is. If I let it sit and access it when I'm able to, and I'd be eligible to, which is age 50, or I'm 30 years old right now, or do I take that out and take a portion and the loss and invest it?
The 401k plan at your old company does not vest your matching until you're 50?
It's a 401A.
I know, but that just means after tax is all that means.
Yeah.
They don't vest your matching?
True. Yes, correct.
That's asinine. Okay. And it's how much money?
$60,000.
That's the match portion.
$30,000 is mine. $30,000 is their match.
Okay, and what's it invested in?
It's distributed. Oh, geez, I don't even know what the breakdown is. They are pretty limited on what they give you. You don't get to choose your investments in that plan.
Yeah, and how old are you?
Everyone's invested. 30.
You don't get to choose the investments in your plan?
Negative. It's a pension plan to the state.
Okay, here's what's running through my head, and then you can decide what you want to do. You're how old now again?
30.
30 years old.
Okay, so for 20 years, you either are going to have $30,000, $60,000, underperforming, sucking,
Mm-hmm.
60,000, or you're going to have 30,000 performing well.
Yeah.
In good mutual funds.
I figured that was the route you were going to go.
And I don't know which one's going to end up with more money. Wait a minute. Yes, I do. The 30,000 will double if you've got it invested at 10%. If your mutual funds perform at 10%, which they should, it will double about every 7 years. And so it would double 3 times in 21 years. So it would go from 30 to 60 to, okay, I can do this. Wait a minute. It'll go from 30 to 60 to 120 to 240. Okay? That'll be your 30,000. It'll double 3 times. 1, 2, 3 times. That's it. Okay. Now, 60, let's say it's making, I don't know, you have any guess what the stupid thing's making?
I would guess, I've looked at the averages over the course of the last, say, 40 years. Put it all together, I think I came out with like a 7 or an 8% average. So
okay, at 7%, it'll double every 10 years.
Okay.
So 60 would be 120, would be 240. It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your 30 will grow to as much as that 60 will grow if you invest it at 10% or greater versus 7% in a 20-year period of time. I actually could do the math. That's crazy. I did it. But okay, but so and here's the other thing. There's a philosophical, spiritual thing that happens when you take control of your money and someone else is not in control of it. In other words, you've kind of got it tucked over here in this underperforming, crappy thing, or you take it out and you say, I'm responsible, da-da-da-da-da. My destiny is in my hands, da-da-da-da-da. And there's something that happens in that inside of you, assuming you take control and you take your destiny in your own hands, then you will end up with more. And so when there's a tie, I always take my money and figure I'm my best shot, not the freaking state government. I'm my best shot. And in case of a tie. Now, if this had been double leaving it with the state, I would have held my nose and left it there. But it's going to come out about the same, plus or minus the I'm in control of my own destiny factor. And, Ken, we see that when in lots of areas of people's lives, that when you take personal responsibility, when you take control, when you say this is up to, if it's to be, it's up to me thing, and you shoulder the wheel, you put your shoulder to the wheel, we see a change in their careers, we see a change in their marriages, we see a change in their money.
Yeah, engagement is what's going on there is now I'm engaged. If it's just sitting there and the government's handling money, well, everything's passive. If I'm handling it, it's not passive anymore. It's active. And that is an engagement issue. And I absolutely couldn't agree more. You know, when someone takes responsibility for their health, their marriage, their parenting, and you become very engaged, well, all of a sudden, you feel the pain, you feel the victories. Everything has got so much more personal of involvement in it, and there's no question that's going to win for him, because now he's looking at that. He's got his dashboard, set up with the SmartVestor Pro, and he's watching that thing grow. He's also adding to that $30,000 as well. So yeah, I think that's the right move.
Well, you're going to be doing that, in your other accounts and your other retirement things. But that 30,
yeah, he could make
versus that 60.
Yeah,
they both should end up.
And I don't trust the government, Dave. I'll be honest. I don't know it like you know it, but I don't know. Could the state screw that up?
Oh yeah, they could screw it up.
Okay, so that to me is another reason.
Look at the finances of a state.
Exactly.
How badly, if you're in Illinois, be very afraid. So
yeah, that's even more reason to take the 30 out.
Math eludes them. So. Yeah, it's. You got states like the state of Tennessee is very well run,
right?
In terms of the business aspects of the state. So you don't have to sit and tremble about it. But there's some of these states' pension funds are in trouble.
Oh,
because the state is they just suck.
Yeah.
At running these things. So yeah, that's another factor in there. I wasn't even thinking about the failure side of it. I was more thinking about the upside.
Yeah.
But yeah, this idea, that's a good word, engagement. There's something happens. People that engage an area of their life are 100% of the time more successful in that area than people who wait on someone else to fix that area of their life. That's what it comes down to. 100% of the time. Now get with the SmartVestor Pro and roll that puppy over.